everybody? Welcome back to Break the Tackle. We love football, we talk football. I am the PEF here with my Week 7 edition of the PEF 10. For those who are new here, the PEF 10 is basically my top 10 teams going into the week. We're going to get started at number 10. A few different directions I could have gone here. Rams would probably be my number 11 right now. Eagles and Jags fell off this list, unfortunately for them. Gotta shout out the Falcons, shouting out the Bears, both with impressive Monday night wins. But at number 10, I can't deny them this spot anymore. Give me my Pittsburgh Steelers at number 10. Now, yes, they beat the Browns, but I mean, the Browns have a legit defense, and the Steelers kind of had their way with them. I've really liked what I've seen out of this Steelers team. I gotta give credit to Aaron Rodgers. He is playing better than I thought. I definitely thought the biggest X factor of this team would have been the offensive line. In the first few weeks, it wasn't looking so good, but the last two games, they've been figuring out. Broderick Jones stepping up, holding Myles Garrett to not even a quarterback pressure. I think all he had were like 2 tackles on the day. So I really got to give this offensive line some credit here. But despite that, I want to see more out of them. I want to see more out of the Steelers team because the schedule hasn't been too tough at this point. Their hardest opponents, I would say at this point, were the Seahawks and the Patriots. And I mean, they lost to the Seahawks and Patriots. You could say if it weren't for all those fumbles they were having, they might end up winning that game. So I think we will truly know what the Steelers are in their next 4 games. They're at Cincinnati Thursday night. I don't think that game's as easy as you guys think. Then they have the Packers, the Colts, and the Chargers. I think that's when we will know who the Steelers truly are. But for now, give me the Steelers at number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have the Buffalo Bills, who dropped 6 spots. Okay, I'm a little concerned. The Falcons had their way with them. I don't know how else to put it. That was a very disappointing performance by the Bills. I'm keeping them on this list just for the fact that, I've been saying all year Josh Allen is the cheat code, but not even Josh Allen can survive everything, and this was definitely a little concerning. I think they need to find some more weapons on offense, probably trade for a weapon, and maybe get another guy on the defense, because, the Falcons had their way with them, didn't they? I'm not hitting the panic button just yet, but it has me a little concerned, especially with how the AFC is looking this week. Are the Bills gonna get it done? I don't know. I'm gonna have the Bills at number 9 this week. Coming in at number 8, ironically, are their division rival, the New England Patriots, going up 2 spots. Another win for the Patriots, this time over the Saints, who are, I'm gonna say the Saints are probably just a better team than what their record shows, because they've been pretty impressive, but it's not about the Saints, this is about the Patriots. I think Drake May's the guy. Mike Vrabel, I mean, it was looking a little sloppy the first few weeks, but Patriots have been on a roll since. I really believe Vrabel is the answer for coaching. Patriots had a lot of new guys on the roster this year, so it kind of explains the slow start. And they have a pretty easy schedule coming up here. Like, they're going to be racking up some wins. Like, I honestly, like, the Patriots are in the lead for the AFC East right now, and I wouldn't be stunned if they won it. With the way the Bills are playing right now, I would not be stunned. They have the easy schedule. There is a real possibility there. Patriots at number 8. Coming in at number 7, we got the Detroit Lions falling from the number 1 spot all the way to number 7. Yeah, that was a rough loss. And Brian Branch, what the hell was that? But that was definitely a humiliating loss, a humbling loss, but maybe the loss they needed. They had a 4-game winning streak, and then they lose to a really good team in Kansas City, so I wouldn't hang your head too much, but there's obviously some stuff you need to work on. Don't have much else to say. Next week shall be interesting. They play the Buccaneers on Monday Night Football, so really looking forward to that one. Lions at number 7. At number 6, we got the Green Bay Packers moving up 3 spots after a 27-18 win over the Cincinnati Bengals. They pretty much had their way with them, but the Bengals kind of backdoor covered there, but there wasn't much doubt the Packers weren't going to walk away with the win. That was the win they needed coming off the bye, get back on track. They now have control of the division as of right now at 3-1-1. Things are looking better for the Packers. I'm not ready to, crown them number one team again like I did in the first 2 weeks, but there's some hope once again in Green Bay. Packers at number 6. Halfway through the PEF 10, be sure to subscribe to Break the Tackle. We're at 331 subscribers as of this video. We want to get to 500 by the Super Bowl. Also, follow us on TikTok. That just passed 100 followers. Let's build that following as well. And follow us on Instagram as well. Now back to the video. At number 5, give me the Indianapolis Colts. We moved them up one spot. I mean, it was just the Cardinals, but the Cardinals looked pretty impressive, but the Colts are more impressive, I guess you want to say. The Colts, as of right now, are the number 1 seed in the AFC. Who would have guessed that at week 7? But here we are. That's what's happening right now. Colts are arguably the biggest surprise of the season right now. This was the year I said, okay, I've kind of been high on the Colts the last few years, kind of hyping them up, and they always seem to disappoint. I'm going to back off. And of course, this is when they want to show up now. But things just look right in Indianapolis. They have a really good run game with Jonathan Taylor. Daniel Jones is throwing the they're really well coached with Shane Steichen. They got themselves a solid defense. All around, the Colts are a really good team. Give me the Colts at 5. At number 4, we got the Denver Broncos. They stay put. Not surprised that they didn't have the best game against the Jets. I felt pretty good they would win. Although you could argue it was more the Jets losing, but you gotta give credit to the Denver defense, man. They were all over them. Holding your opponents to negative 10 passing yards is insane. I had more net passing yards than the New York Jets this week. You watching this video at home had more net passing yards than the New York Jets. Congratulations to all of us. But the Broncos, man, I mean, that defense is going to get the job done a lot of times. It comes down to the offense. They had a down game, but it's not a surprise. They had a big emotional win against the Eagles the week previous. Had to travel to London. That's a lot there. I'm not going to fault the Broncos too much on that, but I'm not going to, raise them up any higher than what they were last week. They stay at number 4. Coming in at number 3, we got the Kansas City Chiefs. That's right. I had them off the PEF 10 last week, just barely, and I shoot them all the way up to number 3. I was damn close to putting them up to 2. A lot of people are probably having them at number 1, just like that. And you know what? I mean, yes, the Chiefs are back. They're back to terrorize the AFC. That's what it feels like, because the Bills are dropping down. The Ravens are obviously out of it. Their next best challengers are what? The Broncos, the Colts, the Steelers, and I trust Kansas City against all of them. Yeah, what else is there to say other than what's been said the last 2 years? I mean, slow start, and then, yeah, now the Chiefs are back on top. They're getting Rashee Rice back here shortly, and, I mean, you're looking at that receiving corps thinking, oh, wow, that's better than what it was. So, yeah. Can't say I would blame you if you start getting scared. Chiefs are at number 3. At number 2, we got the Seattle Seahawks. I'm bumping them up 5 spots. I mean, it felt like a good spot. Them going on the road against an emotional Jaguars team on a short week. I felt pretty good about it, and they did it with a lot of secondary guys out. This was a big win by the Seahawks, an impressive win by the Seahawks, and maybe it's an overreaction to have them at number 2, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of Seattle. I'm going to have them at number 2. I don't know what else to say. I feel really good about this team. I think they're one of the best in the NFC. But coming in at number 1 for the first time this year, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield MVP. I've been saying it the last week or so, and I'm going to say it again. I mean, everyone's saying it now, but Baker's got to be the MVP. I mean, look what he's doing without Mike Evans, without Chris Godwin. Emeka Egbuka gets hurt, without your top running back in Bucky Irving, and he's still getting this shit done. I don't know, excuse my language, but he's unstoppable right now. I don't know what else to say. He's doing it without his top guys, and if you have a quarterback who can do that with your team, you have the guy. When quarterbacks are able to get stuff done with lower tier weapons, they can bring up the lower members of the roster. Like, that's when you know you have a true leader. You have a true franchise quarterback. Like, the Buccaneers, going from Tom Brady to Baker Mayfield, like, that was a big task for Baker, and he is acing it. And with the amount of offensive coordinators he's had in the past, like, he got his last 2 OCs head coaching jobs. Like, that is, I'm sorry, I just got to give Baker his flowers. He's earned them here. I'm just going to nonstop glaze Baker Mayfield, so I'm just going to leave it at that. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at number 1 on the PEF 10. So let's recap the Week 7 edition of the PEF 10. 10 the Steelers, 9 the Bills, 8 the Patriots, 7 the Lions, 6 the Packers, 5 the Colts, 4 the Broncos, 3 the Chiefs, 2 the Seahawks, 1 the Buccaneers. Now it's time to hear from all of you. What did you think of this week's edition of the PEF 10? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Hit that like button while you're at it. And be sure to subscribe to Break the Tackle here on YouTube. Get us to 500 subscribers by the Super Bowl. Also, be sure to follow us on TikTok. That's been getting real popular lately, so be sure to follow that too. And also check out the Instagram page while you're at it. Thanks again for watching Break the Tackle. We love football. We talk football.